getting back to my speech impediment, a lot of words to me sound the same. Clothes and clothes sound the same to me. Do they sound different when you say it?
Clothes. No, I say clothes and like
clothes.
I got to pack my clothes for CLOSE is how
They're
I
the
pronounce
same
it.
word. Yeah, they both sound
Clothespin.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so it does.
Because I'm just sitting in my room after I figured this out, and I'm just saying clothes.
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 Grab your clothes. Yeah, I say clothes.
Yeah, they're the same.
Yeah.
In your head, they're different. They're spelled different.
Wait, hold on.
But
My wife's coming back, bro. Grab your clothes and climb out the window. Grab your clothes, bro. I can't let her know that I'm living this lifestyle, bro. Grab your clothes and get out, climb out my window.
Okay, yeah, same thing.
I say clothes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Clothes. Wait, hold on. I don't know whose clothes those are, honey. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I had a Lakers jersey I didn't know about.
I don't know why the window isn't closed.
I don't know why the window isn't clothes. Huh. Yeah. I think I say clothes.
Lift off. The clock has started.
Hey, Hesbos. Welcome to Hesby Street. We got a new joke off coming to the Hollywood Improv. That is going to be December 7th, a Thursday. Please come out. It's the closest thing you're going to get to a live pod. The first 10-15 minutes are a live podcast, followed by some stand-up, some of our friends. It's very fun. HesbyStreetPod.com it's our website. I think we still pay for it. I think it's still there. Patreon.com/HesbyStreet certainly still exists. You get a bonus episode every Friday for now.
Yeah.
We don't know. Is 2024 going to be a Patreon year for us? Who knows? Enjoy it while you can. That's pretty much it. This Friday, we'll both be at the Hollywood Improv for Mike Falzone's show. It's an all crowd work show that we'll be a part of. We got a few other dates, nothing that important. Come see us at the Comedy Store. I'll be there sometime in November, a couple times in November. Zach is here at his apartment if you want to come stop there. And that's pretty much all I got. You got anything, Zach?
Come over. Yeah, come over to my apartment every Wednesday and now Sunday. We're at Citizen Public Market in Culver City. And then Fridays, come over to Up Next.
But really focus on the joke-off show.
Monday nights, come to the Comedy Store. You get to see me and Torio do 3 minutes of newish stuff. I feel like we usually do new stuff, right?
Don't worry about that. I don't want.
You don't want people to come watch us fuck around?
I'm working on new shit. I don't need them to come.
All right, don't come to that. Actually, we're not working on new stuff there. We do that at Joke Off.
There we go. Joke Off December 7th.
Just play you took all the dates, but I have to talk long enough so that I get my lower third. It says my name. Otherwise, it's just going to say.
Oh, you're still doing that on YouTube?
I do that, yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
You got to watch our show. It's pretty good.
I listen.
I work very hard.
Okay.
So.
Does anyone comment if you care about the little graphic at the beginning of the episode that says @Zack Chapaloni?
Just say nice touch, or no touch.
No touch.
All right, I'm gonna play a little ditty about Jack and Diane.
I had no idea that was about Jack and Diane.
Yeah, that whole thing.
Now that you said it and I listened to it, I was like, I kind of get it.
It started off as a ballad, and then I'm like, there's a lot of fat on this. And I just started trimming and trimming. Edward Scissorhands that song to a masterpiece.
I have a Katie Wright dumb thing.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's a twofer, actually. There's two. They're both pretty. They're in the same vein. One's dumber than the other, I think.
Okay.
Are you familiar with safety pins? You can picture it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so if you say, I do too, and I always have.
Yeah.
If you say safety pin, I picture a safety pin. What I found out today is that do you know what a clothespin is?
Yes.
Okay, so if you had said clothespin, I would also just picture a safety pin.
Not when I picture clothespin, I picture the
two pieces of wood that hold up your clothes on a clothesline.
Yeah. C-27s in the film world.
There we go.
I could be wrong. But
so in my head, I wasn't even living my life thinking like they were homophones or, like where there's two words for this same thing. I just never even thought about it. If you said safety pin, I pictured a safety pin. If you said clothespin, I pictured a clothespin. That's just how I was going through life.
You mean, wait, I think you said it wrong.
Nope, I said it right. If you said safety pin,
you pictured safety pin.
I pictured safety pin.
If you said clothespin,
I pictured safety pin.
Yeah, that's what you meant to say.
That's what I meant to say.
Sorry. Yeah, that's okay. That's kind of dumb.
But
it's not outrageously dumb.
It gets dumber.
Well, hold on, because can I defend you for a sec?
Go ahead.
Just give you a pat on the back?
Yeah.
When I picture a safety pin, I picture it through a diaper in a cartoon.
Right.
And diaper is clothes.
Yes.
Okay.
You get it.
Carry on.
Okay, so that's kind of dumb, but like you said, not so bad.
Not terrible.
So I'm texting.
You're still my
it.
friend.
Okay. Well, I hope our friendship can survive this. Because I was thinking close, CLOSE, clothespin.
Clothespin.
Because in my head, I'm picturing a safety pin,
Right.
which is a pin you can close.
And it's only safe when closed.
And only safe. You want to keep it closed.
You go back off. That safety pin is open pin.
Open pin.
Is no longer safety pin.
Everyone be aware that this pin is open pin. Let's get it to closed pin. We can go back to living our lives.
Yeah. What else was I supposed to do? Oh, I was supposed to close pin. So we got
There
a
we
close pin.
So not only did I not know clothespin was what it was,
That's very dumb.
I didn't have the spelling of it, and I felt very dumb, and I'm being vulnerable.
You're dumb.
I'm dumb.
And vulnerable.
And vulnerable.
Which is beautiful.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you think about
I now know that
movies
it
like
is
Forrest
a
Gump. There's beauty behind it.
Clothespin. I also...
Clothes.
Again, getting back to my speech impediment, a
Yeah.
lot of words to me sound the same. Clothes and clothes sound the same to me. Do they sound different when you say it?
Clothes. No, I say clothes and like
Clothes.
I got to pack my clothes for CLOSE is how
They're
I
the same
pronounce
word.
it.
Yeah, they both sound
Clothespin.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so it
Because then
does.
because I'm just sitting in my room after I figured this out, and I'm just saying clothes.
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 Grab your clothes. Yeah, I say clothes.
Yeah, they're the same.
Yeah.
It might in your head they're different. They're spelled different.
hold on.
But they.
My wife's coming back, bro. Grab your clothes and climb out the window. Grab your clothes, bro. I can't let her know that I'm living this lifestyle, bro. Grab your clothes and get out, climb out my window.
Okay, yeah, same thing.
I say clothes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Clothes. Wait, hold on. I don't know whose clothes those are, honey. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I had a Lakers jersey I didn't know about.
I don't know why the window isn't closed.
I don't know why the windows are clothes. Huh. Yeah. I think I say clothes.
Okay, so I'm an idiot.
Yeah, dump the body in the trash here, but then scatter the clothes throughout the river, and they won't be able to find. They'll think the person was in the river. Grab the clothes and scatter it through the.
Oh, so you're not dropping the body in the river? That's
No.
just where the clothes go.
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. Wait, what do you want to ask me about? Yeah, you want to hear my dumb Katie right thing? I dumped the body in the river with the clothes on. I've had dumb moments where I think I'm right. Mm-hmm. You get those? Where I'm I'm
yeah.
not dumb. You're dumb.
You're dumb.
Like I told one time I was in I was at the Comedy Store and I was talking with Bruce Gray. I was new, so I still wanted to not look like an idiot there. And it was Bruce and someone else, and I said, "Yeah, I just sowing Discord." And Bruce went, "Sowing Discord? Like the fucking app?" I'm like, "No, like Discord." He's like, "It's sowing discourse." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, I'm so dumb. And then I at home at 2 a.m. after work, and I look it up, and it is sowing Discord. I'm like, "Hey, you stupid fucking idiot!"
Call him up.
I'm like, "Feel
Wake
this. Feel how dumb
I'm glad
I
you
felt."
said that because I was almost like, oh, I guess I wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah, I guess I didn't either. I was in a writing class in Chicago, and the teacher.
That's where you trained?
That's where I trained my dumbness. And the teacher said, "Eavesdrop."
Eavesdrop, yeah. That's correct.
That is correct.
Yeah.
But it's eavesdropping to me is like clothes. I don't pronounce the TH. I say eavesdropping.
Oh, it's Eve with EAVE.
It's spelled with a V.
Oh, okay, got it.
But I never pronounce the V.
Oh, eavesdropping. I guess I do.
Yeah, you do. And so I guess everyone else in that class did. Because I was like, who pronounces the V? And everyone was just like, everyone.
Yeah. Same, me too.
I'm like, oh, air one? Fuck y'all V's, man.
Everyone?
I don't pronounce any V's, man. Never pronouncing a V.
Ner.
I never.
All right.
There are always weird apostrophe words in old timey songs where it's or, ner,
yeah.
ner, or.
Yeah, but you don't want to align yourself with the old people.
I know, but I'm just.
People have only they were
They
dumb
had
back
some.
then.
They had some intense beliefs back
Uh-huh.
then, but I just feel like now I need to hear them again. I'm watching old timey shows, and I'm like, this is to the time.
Yeah.
But then if we go back, they're like, oh, narrative, yeah. I'm like, we came from this.
Yeah, it's if we went back in time, could we even communicate with people that spoke English?
Dude.
Because I remember reading Shakespeare. That's even considered modern English. and that's tough.
Don't fucking
If you go
don't bring
back
that shit
to,
on our yard.
Like, what the fuck's his name? Cervantes? What is, It's like even harder.
Yeah, Pliny the Elder, some shit like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, those motherfuckers. Hey, this ain't English, dog.
Yeah.
I read an old wild history story. There's this lady that she went with her husband on a ship. It was called Neptune's Car.
Okay.
Back in the day, like 1830s or something.
So it's like a ship, so it's wooden. 1800s is still like sails.
Yes,
There's no
sails.
steam.
Yes.
Got it.
And her husband's the captain. He gets tuberculosis.
Later.
So
idiot.
he's like in a coma.
Yeah. Bye.
And first mate locked up in the boat, jailed because he had a bet that this other boat would get there first. So he had been actively slowing down the mission. So they locked the first mate up.
So they're down to second. No, we've talked about this before. It's
No,
now
chef.
the chef. The chef
no
is
chef.
now in charge.
I think it was just like grab a can of food or whatever. So it's down to the third mate,
Okay.
who just so happens to
Wait,
be.
what about second mate?
Well, oh yeah, second mate.
Second
excuse
mate.
me.
Third in charge.
Third in charge. Second mate just so happens to be illiterate and not know how to navigate. I'm like, how are people
More of a
hired?
rope guy I am.
Well, it's never really come down to me. Well, I guess now's a better time to be honest than ever. I don't know how to read.
Give me a compass or anything else.
There must have been a minute or two where he's like, yeah. What do you think? What do you all think? Yeah. It's up to me? I don't know anything. They're like, okay.
I've been kind of working this concept into a joke, but like because I relate to that guy on this level.
Right.
You know how like I try to relate to the audience a little bit. Like, you know, your first week of work, maybe your first 2 weeks, maybe your first month.
Yeah.
When you go in, you have this anxiety because you don't know how to do the job yet.
It's also new. Yeah.
Okay, when I was a wine tour guide, that was me for 3 years.
Wait, you never learned it?
I kept thinking, certainly I'll finally learn about wine.
Yeah.
I'll finally accidentally learn about it. Or I'm on my way to work and I'm like, all right, after this, we got to get through today.
I'm reading something
and
tonight.
then I'll read a book.
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
you get through it and you're like, well, I'll just keep.
I'm done with wine. I don't need to
got a
read
comedy
more
show
wine.
later. I
Yeah.
don't need, but that is how it was for me, and I imagine for that guy, where it's like, we're going to see it. I'm second mate this
Right.
time. Okay.
Right.
But you just learn your one thing.
I
It's
meant
like, I
to-
stand here,
Yeah.
and no one yells at me.
Right.
So I just,
Yeah.
I got him to the winery.
He's like, I had a list of things I wanted to accomplish this year. And that first one, that's a picture of me learning to read and write.
And I figured if I did that one, I could fill out the rest of the list.
But I remember somewhere on the list it'd be learn to navigate. But I do think I have leadership qualities.
People like me.
Everyone's pulling for me. So I'm useful.
It feels like he got that job because like other people were competitive, and then they had a vote. And they all voted for the idiot.
The
like,
one
no one's gonna vote for him.
non-factor, yeah.
What ended up happening?
So this 19, 20-year-old, maybe pregnant wife, I want to say she was pregnant,
Might as well make her pregnant. For
navigated. The first
Nice.
woman to ever take charge of an American vessel.
Right.
She navigated, didn't change clothes for 50 days because she's
Wow.
just give me the goddamn, she's
Damn.
like pulling her gown aside,
Yeah.
like, tie it here, idiot.
Hope they didn't need to parallel park when they got there. Am I right? Got her.
Dude, I wanted to pull back because that's not cool. And while, get this, while not navigating, like you want to talk about how you don't like to read anything else after you get off work.
Yeah.
When she's not working, navigating, and it's time for her to rest, she's learning medicine to keep her husband alive. We do not deserve women,
No, we
dude.
don't at all.
And he survived the voyage,
Yeah.
but I think he ended up dying shortly after.
Damn, that sucks.
It does suck.
So she wasn't even that good.
She was awarded $1,000, which I assume was like
Life insurance.
$50,000,
Sure.
maybe more, maybe
Yeah.
100,000. And she said it was just her plain wifely duties that she was following.
That feels a little bit like
Tongue in cheek.
no. That feels a little bit like when they interview the star player after a big game. It's just my wife.
Team effort.
Team effort. You know, I wonder. This is
doing
going
my
to
job.
sound potentially misogynistic, also maybe ignorant, but I wonder if her motivation was more because back then you needed a husband to like
Live.
not to live, but yeah, I mean
To like thrive in a
thrive.
society. Yeah.
So she's just like, I got this guy.
Right.
If he dies, now I'm a single mom.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Or if she loved him. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure.
I just don't believe in love.
I mean, it definitely wasn't as much of a factor, I feel like, in history.
Sure.
Nowadays, people marry for love, but that's like kind of a new thing. Unless, you know, there are
was a
those
luxury to
epic
marry for
tales.
love.
It was a luxury, yeah.
Speaking of love.
Like Helen of Troy, you know, people wanted to marry the fuck out of her for love. They went to war, supposedly.
Yeah, but that's because she, I mean, you know why.
She's a baddie?
Yeah, well, she invented, she was the only one that was down for butt stuff.
Really?
Yeah, back then.
She was the only one in ancient Greece?
The only one. Isn't that
I
crazy?
find that hard to believe.
Only
yeah.
woman.
Only woman. Okay, yeah.
I was at my show. Emily and I have our show.
Oh, yeah, in San Diego.
So I'm doing the show. In the front row, there's this couple. I had talked to them earlier. They're engaged, fiancés.
Oh, wow.
You know, we had some fun, whatever. And then at some point during the show, I'm noticing that, like, he's looking at me, and she's just kind of watching him. Like, she's just looking at him.
Lovingly.
Lovingly. I didn't notice it was lovingly, because it's dark. You kind of, like, you know, you kind of get silhouettes of people.
Yeah.
But I'm like... I didn't realize that she was just watching him. I thought she was, like, connecting with him. I thought the joke I was saying was, like, she was like, that's so you kind of a thing, you know?
I see.
And I was like, oh, like, so I said something to that effect, like, oh, does he do that? And she goes, no. And I'm like, oh, I thought, like, you were. And she goes, no, I was just, he was laughing, and I just wanted to watch him.
Oh.
He looked so cute laughing. I just wanted to watch him for a while.
Oh,
And it threw me off.
my God.
I know. It was like, did you have that phase?
We still have that.
You still have that.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. Like,
Yeah.
I'll catch her. She's like, she'll just stare at me and like,
Yeah.
in like wonderment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's going on?
Weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about like, can I double French fry my French fries? Maybe I do that on my own. And she's just like, that's the hottest man.
It'd
Like,
be
that's what
cool.
she looks at. She goes like, you're a babe.
It'd be cool if you could, like, fry a French, like, yeah, I get that. And then turn the fry inside out.
Right.
So now you're frying the inside.
Right.
That'd be sick.
Or I'm like, turtle's the only one that can put their head in? No one else evolved to putting our heads in?
So you're telling me a duck, right? Just a meaningless duck can walk, swim, and fly? And they don't get credit at all for that.
Yeah.
No one else can do that?
Ducks are
We're talking walk.
legendary.
We're talking fly. We're talking submerge themselves in water and swim. And she's just like,
Wonder what that beautiful genius is thinking. She's like, he's the smartest man I know. I'm like, what the fuck, ducks?
I guess it's true, though. If you're the best at something, you know, you can't do it because they're not the best swimmer.
I'm just standing
And
there
they're
like,
not the best flyer.
she's like, he is perfect. And I'm like, I shit my pants an hour ago. I think I shit my pants an hour ago. I think we're back to fine. Because if it's dried, it doesn't smell.
as much. Yeah, bummed. It's funny because you have those feelings as me, a single man, just turned 37, alone.
You have those feelings?
You have wasn't done. You have mixed feelings when you see something like that because
Yeah.
the first reaction is, oh my God, that's very cute and endearing.
Yeah.
Love does exist.
Yeah.
The world as we know it is rough right now. It's good that like to be reminded of that. And then you're kind of like, well, you're not so great though. Why do you get that?
Oh,
Why don't I?
absolutely.
And then you get jealous, and then they're like, well, now this is why I can't find love. I'm so jealous. And then you're like, no, it's not my fault. It's their fault.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell jokes through this whole thing.
Yeah.
Up top, I'm going crazy.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's like boot camp. You're doing crowd work while going through that inner turmoil of like, I should be loved.
What does he have?
That's the thing. You're like, that deserves it? This right here deserves it?
Yeah.
He's like a wounded warrior.
I'm the one making him laugh, by the way.
Guess what
So
got
it's
that
like-
thought in there?
So it's kind of like, back up here,
Yeah.
sister.
Back to the source.
Yeah.
No, that's true. I mean, do you... Is it like scary? You know, like being single?
No, it's not scary.
Because it's like comfortable. You do whatever you want.
Yeah, but it's lonely. I'd
Yeah,
say being in a
but you-
relationship is scary. Being alone is lonely.
But you have a lot of friends.
Not really.
Yeah,
I have a
but-
lot of people that I
yeah,
get
but-
along with.
Okay. You wouldn't consider them friends?
Well, I don't think I have anybody. I don't think I have any friends that like. It's just not this. No, yes, I have friends, but it's just not the same as a partner.
Right.
You know, there's no.
No one is more in your corner than a partner.
Yeah, there's no like. I don't think there's.
Although there are a lot of partnerships where I see where I'm like, damn, this is
Totally.
like high expectation
yes,
city.
but
I couldn't last.
Yeah. And also partners that aren't really that nice too.
Yeah.
They can be on the other side.
Yeah.
So it's lonely in the sense that like when you think about your future, which doesn't exist and you shouldn't, right?
Right.
Stay present.
Right.
You do kind of think like, oh, like.
Want to share this.
Because at 37, you're 37 as well?
Yes.
We've lost a lot of friends. We've seen people come into our lives and leave.
Absolutely.
And so, and you kind of have to grip with, you know, so I'm aware that there's like a mortality to friendship kind of a deal. So it's like, you know, in 10 years.
It feels like abandonment issues almost adjacent. Like this, like, well, you're going to be gone anyway, so what's the point? Just
Maybe
like
a
the
little
ones
bit.
before.
Yeah.
That's not. I mean, I guess it's a safe. You probably think you're protecting yourself.
No. I think that's not the point I was making. What I'm saying is like, you know, I do want, I think you and I will be friends, right? For life, probably.
I think so.
But I don't think we won't hang out this much ever again. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, because we're not having kids.
Sure.
I think that would be the only thing
Yeah,
that
the
would probably be
kids.
like, wow, I can't hang out as
Yeah.
much.
But I guess that's where I'm just saying that's where the loneliness comes in.
Right.
Is like thinking about like, oh, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not on anyone's schedule, and there's a
Yeah.
freedom to that,
Yeah.
but there's also kind of a loneliness to it.
Right.
Which
Right.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
Um,
No, totally. And I think you understand that, like, it's a sacrifice too. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you'd
It's
be
a
like,
grass is
fuck, well,
greener, sure.
I'd be doing less shows probably because I'd have to be
Right.
going down those repetitions of like
I wouldn't be doing less shows. That's why I'm not. That's why I'm
hanging out with the parents, you know, meeting the
Yeah,
fan.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's you're building bonds.
Sure.
You know, hanging out by a fire. And
Mm-hmm.
you're like, dude, I should be at the Hollywood Improv
should be-
doing another
yeah,
joke
yeah,
off with
yeah.
Zach.
Yep.
But I got to show her dad that I like
I don't know.
chatting by a fire. I'm on a hunting trip now. You're like, okay, we're shooting this one here.
I didn't know the world's deadliest game was a real thing. I thought that was just kind of a short story. But rich people
Yeah.
do this.
Okay, so we're doing that. Are any of them sick and old and in pain? I'll hunt that one. He's like, only we are.
Yeah.
Only the hunters
Yeah.
are sick and old and in pain.
They are all. These are worthy adversaries.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I got to too non-comedic there.
Yeah. What
else
if
we
you
got?
what if you got with a chick that like had hella like military brothers? San Diego. She hated
Yeah.
San Diego too. You connect.
Right.
And you're like, it's all military and fucking college idiots. She's like, I was a college idiot and I hated that chapter. And all my brothers and my dad are retired military, Blackwater mercenaries. It's such a drag.
So we'll just do Christmas at my house, my parents' family then.
Yeah,
You're
but
estranged
they
from
want to
them?
meet you. They want to test
so
your
you're-
metal, but metal spelled weird.
Okay.
How
Yeah.
are you with like holding a knife kind of backward style?
Well,
and
like
just
when I cut my steak, you mean?
no, I
like a
mean like
butter
if
knife?
you're in danger.
Oh,
Like, do you know how to gut someone in 8 strokes? Have you seen the movie The Hunted with Benicio del Toro?
I can do
back
it in
the-
6 strokes.
Okay.
Yeah, tell them that.
Okay, I'll tell them that, but they're going to want to see.
Oh, they need the proof.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you've been waterboarded before, right?
I've been swimming.
Okay. I guess
Oh,
it's
you
the
know what?
same-
I've done neti pot.
Yeah.
You kind of feel like you're drowning a little bit.
It's
Is it
close
so
to that.
similar?
Yeah.
They're gonna want to waterboard me.
They're going to want to waterboard you. It's so annoying. They're like such idiots.
Like, Dad, you're embarrassing me.
I'm like, Dad.
Yeah.
And so my brothers, they're going to take you hunting.
Okay.
Um,
And I'm not a gun guy, so I'm gonna just say no to that on like moral reasons.
what I would do is because it's a hunting where they go deep into a demilitarized zone at night.
Okay.
And they go underwater and they come out of the water kind of like have you seen like how Navy SEALs come out of the water
Yeah,
with the gun?
yeah.
So you can tell them that your gun is jammed by being underwater for so long. And then you
That
won't
I'm
have to
gonna
hunt from the gun
The
being
gun
underwater.
being jammed.
From being underwater.
How long am I gonna be expected to hold my breath? I have small lungs.
It'll only be like a couple minutes after the 24-hour tank expires.
Okay, so I can't do that.
Yeah. Which
yeah.
is so. I'm sorry. I was just looking at you. You're so hot.
Yeah.
God, I'm sorry.
know.
Where were we? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So you will have to go to a just like right on the outskirts of Iran, and you're gonna hunt some sort of rare billy goat because when they're between contracts,
goat?
it's just a goat.
It's just a billy goat.
Yeah.
That seems and it's in when you say
outskirts of Iran.
and we say Iran, you
Yeah.
mean the country.
Yeah, no, not like Iran, Ohio.
Got it. So it's in Iran or it's in a bordering country?
It's right along. Yeah, it's right where there's a lot of friction.
Where are we going to be what airport will we be landing?
It's not so much an airport.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a flare. But you love flares. Remember when we were driving? You were like, "Look at that flare."
That was fun.
So I was kind
for
of hoping
us,
that
kind of I thought it was a shooting star.
Yeah.
And you know how I get with shooting stars. Make a wish.
Yes. So there's a thing called desert spiders, and they're the size of a small dog.
I love dogs.
But they start chewing on your feet, and they release something that numbs your body, so you might wake up and not have feet.
No, but I'm kind of married to my feet.
Totally. And I can't wait to be married to you. Feet or no feet.
Feet?
Would you love me, feet or no feet?
No.
Would you love me if you knew my brothers and my dad started a war with Iraq for no reason and made a huge
not.
killing?
No, I would
both
consider
literally
that,
and figuratively.
I would consider that red flag territory.
But we could grow old on our blood money porch together.
But would I have or have not feet?
I mean, time will tell, honey. Anything can happen, as my brothers can explain to you. They've lost so many good men, mostly really bad men, but a lot of good men.
Okay.
Oh, here they are. This is my brother Trigger and
Yeah.
Notch and Click. And this is Click's girlfriend Tracy. Total bitch. And
Wait,
this
one of
is-
them's named Notch.
Yeah,
It's kind of a bummer because Trigger and Click.
and Notch.
Notch, it's kind of like I mean I get it.
It's on a scope.
Yeah, I understand.
So this is my brother Scope. And then there's Night Vision. And
he's adopted. I'm assuming.
yeah, okay. You can tell we're not related. Yeah. But we love him just as much.
Yes.
Or as close as that's possible.
Okay.
And here's my dad, very old school, 5-star general.
Oh, there's a 5th star. They made that for him.
He just got that one for
Yeah.
starting or identifying a reason to meddle or defend freedom.
Say nothing else. I got
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. They are very furious to meet you.
Oh, good. Well, it's great to meet you all as well. Honey, I just remembered that we left the dog, remember, you know the dog we have? It's needs us helps.
It needs help?
Yeah, because you know the app that I have that connects to the dog collar, he's out. So we need to do that.
This will only take a minute, son. I got 1 bullet and 1 revolver.
No.
Who's going first, kiddos? Woo! He just shoots himself in the head. You're like, I think I'm back in.
Okay.
I am back in, kind of.
Wow.
Dude.
Curse of the 5th star.
I know. We're back down to 4 stars now.
I think there have been 5-star generals. I don't think there's currently one.
Oh, damn. You know your military.
I know a little bit.
You're San Diegan through and through.
Through and through.
Semper Fi.
We got to end on a banger, though. We don't have time.
I thought that was a bang. The 5-star general shooting himself.
It's a little banger. I just like, do we want to end on suicide? Or
Oh,
I
right,
guess,
right,
is that
right.
suicide?
It's gambling. He was actually a gambling addict.
I hope Scope handles it okay.
Imagine being a Gamblers Anonymous. You're like, my game was Russian roulette.
Couldn't lose. Could not lose.
Everyone else loses except me. And
So I guess I'm the loser in that sense.
there's winner's guilt you get with gambling. They're like, well, I think you're thinking of survivor's guilt. And that's not so much gambling. You know, I started doing regular stuff, the knife one.
Yeah, but it's like you can only lose so many fingers.
And then the pain just didn't give me that rush anymore. So I got into horse racing.
Okay.
Yeah. But then I'd snap, man. I need death. One
need
horse
death.
died in a race, and I'm like, we need that again.
We need that more.
You know, it's weird. Like NASCAR, they all admit it's exciting when the crash happens.
Oh, the competitors.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about the competitors, but the fans.
Oh, the fans.
Yeah, yeah.
Totally.
But like, someone dies sometimes.
Well, I'll say this. I always thought ice skating with the tandem ice skaters was kind of exciting because, like, they would, one would throw another one. And
They're
maybe
like-
they'd fall.
Yeah.
And then it's like your friend. And then
On top of that, they got blades on their
that's
feet.
what I'm saying. And that's what I was getting to. And then the hockey player died
Oh, in England.
in England.
Yeah.
He got a skate to the neck, bled out on the ice.
Yeah. Did you hear
I didn't know. No, what else?
the new thing? Did you see the video?
I saw some of the video.
So the argument is that's not a natural move.
Sure.
That was a dirty play.
Yeah.
The guy did something fucked up and murdered someone in a game.
Are they going to charge him?
I think right now it's
By
manslaughter.
the way, this is the end of the pod
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I wanted.
Right
Not
now
the
it's-
suicide one.
I
I, want
got
the
you.
murder,
Murder
one.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think right now it's manslaughter or manslaughter. I don't know what they call it there.
So what about boxing? If you were to like hit someone after the bell, cheap shot.
that has happened. It kills someone.
And
Usually
then-
the refs get blamed for not stepping in and protecting them.
Oh man.
But back to the skating thing.
Sorry.
This guy who did it is the most penalized player in the league, and it was a dirty play.
Yeah.
If he
I mean, how could a skate to the neck not be a dirty play?
if he goes to jail for this, I mean, he people think he should do time as a murderer.
Yeah.
If he gets
Which in England, it's like, what is that, like 8 years?
right 8 years and you can't hold a billy club ever again
whatever.
or something. They don't even have guns.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get sentenced,
Mm-hmm.
get ready to play with the guy who just killed a guy in your
Well, he
league
kicked
last
out.
year. And
Damn.
they're like, fuck, dude, I got to guard him. He gets away with literal murder, ref. Literal murder.
I just can't believe that it's like there's obviously much bigger issues going on in the world, but that's the one keeping me up at night, which then because
That's terrifying.
Wrists and necks freak me out. If I see
really?
an inner arm cut, and what's the neck? Just a big wrist.
It's a big old wrist.
Yeah. Oh, I can't. Yucky.
Yeah, so I can't believe you watched the video.
I didn't want to.
Did you close your eyes?
It literally looked like. Do you remember the old hockey game on Nintendo where like Gretzky would like bleed? You could fight, and then at the end the blood would all come out.
No. Did that fuck you up as a kid?
Yeah, dude.
Maybe that's where it started.
I think it started when my brother would
Insulin himself?
he would threaten me with his needles.
Oh,
I
fuck
think that's
that.
probably where it started.
I get nauseous in needles, but if I see blood in a movie, like you cover your eyes in movies.
If it's inner arm stuff, yeah.
That's kind of wild. Like you're an
dude.
adult we need a new, instead of a Katie Wright dump thing, like a thing that children do that you're like, come on, grow up.
A lot of people still cover. There's some people our age that won't watch horror movies.
Really?
Isn't that weird?
Well, religious people.
No, like friends of ours.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
Well, I'm not gonna blast them on the pod.
You're not going to out them?
No.
I mean, I don't watch them, but it's because it's so sexy. What's that nun up to?
All right, guys. We'll see you December 7th. Hollywood Improv Joke Off. Bye.